Hello, my name is Pamela Fliss, and I want to share with you my life backstory. I began the program in May, the beginning of May. What led me to the program was the radio commercials. The radio commercials said that you can get control of your drinking without stopping, and that was something that really perked my interest because previously I thought the only way to get recovery was by abstinence, and like what the AA teaches, you have to completely stop drinking in order to get recovery, and that's just not true. You can be in recovery and continue to drink, as what this Life Back program does is gives you a lot of education through the coaching, and then you have the medication that helps with the cravings, and then you have to do your part and use the tools that are given to you by the coaches. So let's start by saying my history of drinking was I basically drank every day after work. I would say 4 to 6 beers after work every day. And on my days off, it would be like an all-day drink, okay? So then what happened was COVID hit, and I'm here without a job, and my drinking took off to be all-day drinking. So I was drinking about 15 beers a day. Then something happened with my daughter. She was hospitalized. She had a manic episode. I didn't know what was going on. Then she was diagnosed bipolar. But anyway, what happened was while she was in the hospital, she said to me on the phone, it was like early in the morning, "Mom, have you been drinking?" And of course, I'd already had one beer, and I was just said, "Well, honey, why are you asking me that?" And she says, "Because, Mom, I don't like it when you drink." So that's when it really hit me, and I said, okay, I'm going to do something about this. I called Life Back, and I signed up for the program. And it began with low doses of the baclofen. You have to start out low and increase your way up. And you know, I continued drinking, and but then I had my coaching sessions, and the first book that was assigned to me was This Naked Mind by Annie Grace. Now that was a good book. However, towards the end of the book, it was about stopping drinking, and I was like, okay, this is not what I'm trying to do. I just wanted to control my drinking. So, but it did have a lot of good information, a lot of scientific-based information about alcohol and our relationship with alcohol, and how society makes alcohol okay, and it's all around us. And so, you know, there was a lot of good that I took away from there, but I was turned off at the end because of the stopping drinking. Okay, so then the next book was Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now this was a really good book because the basic thing about Atomic Habits is if you just make small changes over time, then they end up being big changes in the end. And so by suggestions of my coach, she said, let's fill some of that time of your drinking with another activity. I said, yeah, I want to lose some weight, so maybe I'll start exercising. She said, yeah, that's a great idea. So what I started doing was taking walks in the morning before I drank. And I really enjoyed these walks. I would listen to my audiobooks, The Naked Mind or The Atomic Habits, and then I was feeling really good, and I was decreasing my times drinking, all the while increasing my baclofen medication. So my cravings were getting less, and I was drinking. My drinking time was cutting down. So then I took a little piece out of that book, and I said, okay, let's reduce this morning time drinking a little bit more. And so I started out with something that was attainable, like 15-minute increments. So I would, so say I start drinking at 8 a.m. The next day I said, okay, I'm not going to drink till 8:15, and then the next day would be 8:30, and then the next day 8:45, and so on. And I got all the way up to noon, and then I said, okay, I can't go past noon. without a drink, you know. So I just stayed there for a moment. And in the meantime, another book came that was assigned to me was called Mindful Drinking. And let me just see what. Okay, it says Mindful Drinking: How Cutting Down Can Change Your Life, and it's written by Rosamund Dean. Okay, so this book was really good because I thought, oh, okay, this is a book on moderation, and this is what I'm going for. I want to be able to moderate my drinking. Okay, so I was doing my walks in the morning, listening to this audiobook, and then here we go. Towards the end, it said, in order to really get a hold and be able to moderate your drinking, you have to take a break, a 28-day break. So this was scary to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stop for a month. I just thought, no, it was just too much. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm still taking my baclofen, increasing my doses. My cravings are going down. I'm doing more exercising. And then I went ahead and pushed the noon thing. I started going 15-minute increments again till I got to 2 o'clock in the afternoon before I have a drink. So this was a good thing. So in the meantime, what happened was I got called back to work. Okay, so that really cut things down. When I went back to work, I was working a swing shift, which was like 2 to 10. And so this way, the 2 o'clock drink was off the table because I had to be at work. So I wasn't drinking until after work. So this really cut things down. I was now I'm down to maybe 3 or 4 beers after work. And then eventually it went down to, as the medication increased, it seemed like my tolerance decreased as well, because 1 or 2 beers would affect me the way that 5 or 6 would. I mean, I would almost be stumbling off of just 2 beers. So 2 beers, I stayed at that 2 beer rate for about a month, just not ready to jump off to sober days, non-alcohol days, you know. And I was just wondering, well, what is keeping me from doing that? I just don't know. And eventually I was trying to think of a date or whatever that I could try having a whole day sober, you know. But what happened was, another thing happened in my life where I had to have surgery on my gum, dental surgery, and to get an implant, and it required me to, during the healing process, to take antibiotics for 10 days. Okay, so everyone knows when you take antibiotics and drink, it lessens the effect of the antibiotics. So okay, so here we go. I'm going to do 10 days. Why not go ahead and see what this 30-day break is all about? And so I went back and I found some other thing, another program through Annie Grace, the one I told you I didn't like. She has this thing. I mean, I not that I didn't like her, but I didn't like the end of the book. That's all. But she has this free online thing. It's called the 30-day. You go to alcoholexperiment.com. And it's a 30-day break, and she gives you videos and lessons every day, journal entries that you do, and so that's what I did. But I felt like I was cheating because I had the baclofen. The baclofen was like just my little helper. It was so easy for me to do the 30 days because of the baclofen. But what happened was I had a shift, and what happens, what Annie talks about is cognitive dissonance, and what that is your mind is in disagreement. You don't want to drink, yet you do want to drink, and until you can get your conscious mind and your subconscious mind in harmony together, and once you do that, then you have no desire to drink. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now because I'm on day 34, alcohol free. And I've even, oh yeah, I told you that the alcohol experiment was free, and yes, it is. But if you want to continue with your days and your videos, and all you have to do is make a small donation, $5, and then you can be in forever for life. So that's a good thing. And then she has a couple other things. I signed up for this 100 days of lasting change. So this is where I'm at now. I'm going to go for another 100 days. I don't know if I'm ever going to drink again, but right now I just don't want to. And when I started this program, that is not at all was my intention. All I wanted to do was moderate and see what it was about. But since I saw from 2 different books that you really need to reset and stop for the 30 days, there really is something to that. So I encourage anybody to do that. And with the baclofen, it's just so easy. So there's my video, and I hope that there's a lot of programs other than AA that that help stop drinking. I thought AA was the only thing, and I thought that you had to stop to get sobriety, and no, you can be in recovery without stopping, and that's the beauty of it. So I hope this was a good video, and I will maybe I'll continue after I reach my next milestone. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.